Modern Christmas is a saturated mix of tinsel and commercial magic. The historical reality offers a stark contrast, a silent, sun-baked desert. The story begins 2,000 years ago in a small town called Nazareth. Here lived a young Jewish girl named Mary, who was soon to be married to a man named Joseph. An angel named Gabriel appears to this obscure teenager with a message that will shift the course of her life. He tells Mary she will have a son named Jesus, identifying him as the Son of God, a title that, in the ancient world, carried massive religious and political weight. This title creates a specific expectation. In the first century, a son of God was expected to arrive with the trappings of a palace, protected by the security of royal wealth and unassailable power. Just as Mary's pregnancy reaches its final, vulnerable days, the heavy, unyielding machinery of the Roman Empire intervenes. This is Emperor Caesar Augustus. He holds absolute authority over the Mediterranean world, commanding legions and dictated laws from Rome. Augustus issues a decree for a census, requiring every citizen to return to their ancestral home to register and pay taxes. This bureaucratic order forces a vulnerable couple into immediate upheaval. Instead of a protected royal birth, the child is subjected to the logistical whims of a human dictator. To comply with the law, Mary and Joseph must travel from Nazareth in the north to Bethlehem in the south. This is a trek of 65 miles across rocky, uneven terrain. On foot, the journey would take many days. For a woman in her final trimester, it is a physically exhausting and dangerous ordeal. This logistical reality strips away any hope for comfort. It leaves the couple isolated at the peak of their vulnerability. When they finally arrive in Bethlehem, they find a town buckling under the strain of the census. With thousands descending on the small village, every inn and guest room is already full. Joseph is forced to search the streets, knocking on doors and seeking any available space for his wife to rest. Every door remains shut. Local society has no room left for them. The narrative reaches a peak of irony here. The expected ruler is pushed to the literal margins of the city, excluded from human shelter. With no other options, they take refuge in a small, rough stable meant for animals. There are no marble floors or royal guards. The environment is defined by dirt and the smell of livestock. Mary gives birth using fresh hay for bedding. Because there is no crib, she places the newborn in a manger, a wooden feeding trough. Despite these humble conditions, the story describes a massive, brilliant star appearing in the sky to mark the event. The manger serves as the story's central symbol. It argues that massive historical shifts can begin far from the reach of imperial wealth, starting instead in the dust of a feeding trough. This subversion of status is reinforced by the people chosen to hear the news first. The messengers ignore Emperor Augustus and the local kings. The wealthy and the powerful are not invited. Instead, the announcement goes to working-class shepherds, keeping watch over their sheep in the dark fields. These shepherds rush to the stable, find the family exactly as described, and begin spreading the word of what they witnessed. The story's endurance comes from its human paradox. It places the origin of a global faith inside the resilience of a family surviving in a stable, rather than within the marble halls of an emperor's palace.